Voila, we finally reached our first destination, Chateau Leoube, which is located in Le Var. So we will start our tasting with obviously rosé wine.
Yes.
I mean, this is a specialty of the region. It's one of our best sellers as well. It's called Leoube.
Leoube by Leoube is, I would say, what you can expect on a Provençal rosé wine, but with the style of the Leoube brand. That means the balance, not too high acidity, light aromatic, and again the real balance of the finish, which is very important.
So would you say that Grenache and Cinsault are the, in general, I mean not talking only about you, but overall in Provence, are the two main grape varieties used for
globally, they are the basis of the rosé in Provence, except some very specific vineyards with more specific variety like Hubert, something else, but they are more niche products. Grenache and Cinsault and Syrah are the basis in Provence.
So talking about Leoube by Leoube, so this is, I mean, now maybe things have changed, but this is not estate wine.
No, it's not an estate wine.
Okay, this is négoce wine.
Yes. It's a wine because first we had the Leoube range, and we had a demand for a new product on this style and its price too. So we decided to do it, but to do it with specific producers not far from here, keeping more or less the way we work, organic for sure, very respectful of the product and the vineyard, and have some, again, bodied wines, not too extracted or not too acidic, not too aromatic. So I select different producers, different batches, and choose the blend to have the final product.
And is it vinified in your facilities? Or?
No, we work with producers, and
so they follow your cahier des charges.
They know how we want them to work, and we know how they work. But at the end, we choose the wine or not, even if they respect the way. Sometimes it's not an high enough quality, so we
you discard it. There's some very nice citrus notes. I mean, grapefruit is one of the characters that you generally find in Provence rosé.
Yeah, light citrus, light red fruits. But again, it's more a balance of several aromas instead of a very high level.
I mean, there's something also which I found quite a signature in the wine from Leoube, is this salty character. I mean, maybe later we will have a look, but literally the vines are going to the beach.
Yes.
This one is obviously the most friendly style of rosé. It's easy drinking. The mouth is soft, clean. I mean, fresh, with I mean, respectable length. And I would say yes. I mean, this is what you expect when you buy a good rosé from Provence. I'm not saying not the cheapest, not the most expensive, something which is, as we call, almost like a drink comfort. Yeah. When you are in the afternoon and you just want to chill out.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe the next are more like gastronomic rosé. So yeah, we are moving now to Secret de Leoube, more refined, more gastronomic rosé. I mean, there is other rosé, but I mean, we'll not go through all of them today. This is more today about some of the wine which I have selected for some of our market and which are very successful. So yes, I mean, this one we could see it's much more, I mean, it's paler. It's kind of also the trend. I mean, I don't know if it's still today to a very pale rosé style. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's better, but I think it's more regarding, I mean, the process and the grape which are
Exactly.
used.
It's more on the grape, because the process are more or less the same for those two wines. The Secret is a smaller production, mainly based on Grenache and Cinsault extraction, very light extraction, and very small part of Cabernet Sauvignon. Of course, it's a different style, maybe more ceaseless, maybe more precise on the testing, with a higher length. We have several wines, several rosés on the Leoube range, and the aim is to just offer, I would say, one wine for each occasion. That means for a drink, an aperitif for an afternoon, or early dinner. Maybe this one, the Secret, for a connoisseur, an amateur who expects a little more from the wine, and like having rosés on the dinner on the table, really, and consider the rosé as really as a wine, and as maybe white wine. Because rosé are exactly white wine, but made with red grapes. It's exactly the same process here.
I mean, the wine on nose, in the mouth, they are just like, I don't want to say night and day, but you could feel there is much more elegance, I would say, a better definition of fruit, but this time we toward more strawberry, I mean, red fruits, I mean, at least in my personal case, I get even more this salina character.
The salinity and the minerality on this wine is
is one step above, for sure. I mean, the
sure,
other one was just like this, discreet. Here you really feel now it's like shouting, you know, I'm from the sea, you know, and I think on the bottle is written somewhere.
This one is organic artisan by the sea.
By the sea.
Yeah.
So yeah, you really get this kind of promise, and on the mouth, I mean, the other one you could feel something a bit more creamy, I mean, softer, but now here you get, I mean, the liveliness, you know, that also give you even more will, you know, to get another glass and to pair the wine, you know, with food.
So yes, because due to the terroir here, the location and the soil, of course, because we are here on the schistous part of the Provence, which is a little different compared to the calcareous Provence. Of course, the final test is different. And then you had the variety, the way with which you made, the respect of the nature and the product, of course, and the main part of the job. A new flavor on the palate.
Well, this wine, as far as I know, is only produced in Magnum.
Yes, a very tiny production.
I have some thirsty friends as well. You don't see behind camera, and you also to feed them with something, otherwise they're gonna die of thirst.
Thank you.
Singulier rosé, because we have this demand of a very premium wine, and the aim was to, I would say, sum up or concentrate all the characteristics of each wine of the range in only one wine. That means we find the freshness, the light acidity, the salinity, the balance, the creaminess, the length, and of each wine of the range. It's a 2020 because it needs a little more time to vinificate and to be ready for bottling. It's a very light pressing on the Grenache Cinsault and a small part of Cabernet Sauvignon, an alcoholic fermentation, of course, and an aging on lees with an extraction of the lees for a few months before bottling.
Some almost like candied apple flavor. I mean, or maybe it's also the level of ripeness that you get the grape could also be a reason. But yeah, I mean, different profile?
Of course, you have the body, the alcohol, but not only the alcohol, that's also the creaminess, the acidity. It's strong. It's, I would say, more powerful compared to the others. It's it's a concentration of the best of each wine. And yeah, that's 2020. The 2021 is nearly released.
Et voilà, we are at Café Leoube. We finish our tasting. Now it's time for lunch. So this is how the place looks like. I need to show you something which is spectacular. Tac, tac, tac. This is the lounge over here. That's the best part. You can see the something blue at the end. And look at this, how precious is this place. And I want to move here for the rest of my life. And then we are on the beach, literally. And look what is coming. Wow. So now we are in the vineyard field next to the estate.
Yes, so it's a one-piece estate, and we are just entering the northern part of the estate now. And where you can see we have the most part of our vineyard.
And we have a look. You can see a little bit. Yep.
So the most part of the vineyard is here, located in this northern part, and we also have a big part of our olive groves here, trees. And now we are driving up to the hill to enjoy a nice view over the entire estate on the hill, and we will be able to see the sea, of course, every terrace with the vineyards, the olive groves, and yeah, basically a look around the entire estate.
How many hectares total?
The estate is 560 hectares.
Oh, it's enormous.
It's enormous. One piece, just one piece, divided in two parts, northern part of the road and southern part of the road, half and half. And on the southern part of the road, this is where we were just before, with the Café Leoube, the estate, the winery and the offices. And on the northern part we have all of the agricultural part with the most part of the plots of vines and olive trees.
So how many hectares of vines?
We have 70 hectares of vines, approximately 20 of olive, and the rest is left uncultivated like this. So it's basically what we call maquis.
Okay, we just made a stop on the top of the hill with, I mean, awesome views.
This is the estate of Leoube. Right in front of you, on the right side, you've got La Presqu'île de Gien, the city of Hyères with the Almanar beach, Presqu'île de Gien, and right in front of us is Porquerolles Island.
Okay, I mean you can see the soil here is very rich in those like shiny slate schist in France, and we made a stop here because the view our tour at Leoube is finally over. So I'm gonna go back to the camping site. Just want you to enjoy the road on the way back with the vineyards on the side. Amazing. Oops. Bye bye Leoube.